I have decided that I'm a freak and I want a list for as many years as we can. For me, You Can't Take It With You didn't make the list because I only gave it 2.5 stars. So I had to watch and find 4 good movies. I'm gonna real quick go through my top 5 just to see, give people a sense of what I did like from the era. My number 5 is a French film called Port of Shadows, which is pretty cool. So the noir movement didn't really start until the 1940s, and it started in America. And it's funny that a French genre name is an American genre, but it was French film critics who gave it that name. And this almost feels like a noir. It's got the mood of a noir, but it's really more of a sad romantic tragedy about a guy who defects from the French military and gets caught up in some trouble in the port town that he goes to when he's trying to get out of the country. My number 4 is The Adventures of Robin Hood. So I don't like Errol Flynn. I don't like his face. I don't like what he's about. I find him annoying to look at and to experience. But this movie is really, really fun. So it was directed by William Keighley, but I guess the studio didn't trust that he was doing a good job, or he got sick. Hard to know which one is the truth. And then Michael Curtiz came in to fix the movie. It was kind of like a Ron Howard solo situation. They're both credited on the movie. But Errol Flynn plays Robin Hood. Olivia de Havilland plays Maid Marian. Basil Rathbone plays essentially the Sheriff of Nottingham. He's not called that. I don't think he's called the Sheriff of Nottingham in the original story, but he's the Sheriff of Nottingham. And most importantly, Claude Rains plays Prince John and continues in the tradition of making Prince John pretty gay that Peter Ustinov would do in the 1970s Disney version. It's great. Eugene Pallett, who we loved in My Man Godfrey, plays Friar Tuck, and he's so funny as Friar Tuck. I loved it. It's really fun. It's Technicolor. It looks so cool. It came out before The Wizard of Oz, so it's like a cool color film. It's the color film before all the color films. My number 3 is Bringing Up Baby, and it is fun to watch this next to What's Up, Doc, and I makes me kind of want to watch What's Up, Doc again to see like what was the leopard of What's Up, Doc. My number 2 is The Lady Vanishes, which is a really cool early Alfred Hitchcock movie. You haven't seen The Lady Vanishes?
Never did it.
So we got to get deeper into Hitchcock. It's a great one. It's a woman gets on a train, this like kind of stuck up young lady gets on a train out of it's a fictional company, but it's German country. I mean, it's a fictional country, but it's Germany. This was like one of those we don't want to piss off Hitler situations. This old lady who had helped her on the train disappears, and she doesn't know. And she'd been hit on the head, this young lady, before she gets on the train. So it's a question of, did she imagine the old lady, or is someone kidnapping the old lady, or something like that?
Cool.
And my number 1 is Holiday, which is the other Grant Hepburn movie from 1938, which was a play in 1928, and you can feel that. I mean, it was remade as a movie in 1930. I've never seen it. I don't know anyone who's ever talked about it, and then remade here. And this feels more like a play. It's much smaller in scope than Bringing Up Baby, but Grant gets to play like a real person and not a cartoon. And it's like a very sweet love story between Cary Grant and Doris Nolan, but then Katherine Hepburn is in the wings. And you can see that Hepburn and Grant are better suited for each other. I don't know. I thought this movie was really good. Grant's like successful, but not rich, pretty much like a Wall Street guy. And then he meets Doris Nolan on vacation. And she, unbeknownst to him, when he proposes to her, she's part of a super rich banking family. So it's got its connections to You Can't Take It With You, too.
Interesting.
And I love it. I give 4.5 stars. I think it's like a really great movie and highly recommend it. So,
nice.
So I recommend Bringing Up Baby. I really recommend Holiday.